categorized, small place to easily store the paper that I will probably never even need to look at for another year or two, but just in case, okay? Does that help? And do you have any questions about that? Because I would love to kind of conclude that. So any questions about paper clutter and what I just explained, I'll wait for those, and then we'll go to other topics. And if anybody has another topic that they would like today to be like the episode about clothing, like we did clothing, we did stuff like that. But just let me know where if you have any questions, because as I mentioned, these videos that I do are live right now between you and me. It's Wednesday? I gotta look. It's early. That's what it is. It's Wednesday, January 7th, 2026. It is 7:16 Eastern time where I am. I don't know what time it is where you are. And Barbara, I'm so psyched. But I just wanted to mention that this video, as well as all the others that I've done, will be uploaded to the Destination Decluttered YouTube channel. So if you're like, oh wait, what was that thing she said about paperwork? You don't have to worry. You go to the January 2026 recordings of TikTok Lives and YouTube's Lives playlist, and this will be here, okay? Barbara, I am so freaking proud of you. So Barbara is sharing, and you guys may not know the backstory. She says, good news, Costco honored the return of Dad's rewards even though they expired on 12/31. I know because Barbara showed up, and she's getting good stuff, and she could not find the Costco reward things. They were much like just in case, they were around here somewhere. She couldn't find them when she was looking for them. It was as if she had stuff blindness, and it was almost as if they had, slipped into the fourth dimension. Well, luckily that was not the case, but she found them like literally the day after the expiration date. The cool thing is she found them, so she knows she wasn't losing her mind. The even better thing is that she did something that I don't know if everybody would do, was she asked for what she wanted and saw if it could happen. So many of us, and probably myself included, might have said, oh, it expired, whatever. But depending upon what it is, I'd be like, you know what? It can't hurt. This is a phrase I use a lot. Can't hurt, might help. It can't hurt for me to ask them at Costco to honor these things, even if the expiration date is passed. She did it, and they said yes. Awesome, Costco. Yay. Good stuff, Barbara. And for being, and this may sound silly for me to say brave, but there was bravery involved, is to go and ask for what you want, even though on the surface it said that you couldn't have it. And I had a kind and compassionate service rep. And notice when people can make a difference. So I love that you did that. So good. And thank you for sharing with us that story, because that reminds us to do that ourselves. I have a similar story. I won't get into the details, but my husband and I will be actually traveling next week unexpectedly for about 4 or 5 days to somewhere warm, yay, as opposed to cold Pennsylvania. And that only happened because we decided to continue moving forward with the hope and the action that what we wanted to happen would work out, and it did, And yes, and notice Barbara is saying, lesson learned, kind of, I don't want that to happen again. I am still very motivated to declutter for the future me to prevent that to happen again. Because notice, I know, because Barbara was actively looking for these certificates or whatever when we were doing a TikTok live and a YouTube live. She couldn't find them, and you could sense the frustration. Yeah, decluttering will reduce the frustration because you can easily be able to find things. And when you feel that frustration, you're like, I never want to feel this way again. What can I do differently the next time? At times, because I was so unused to it and I didn't have good habits, that I said at the end of each one, what could I do differently next year? And I wrote a note to self that I put away to say next year with the taxes, remind myself to do this, that, and the other thing. And man, the taxes are so much easier for the first time in my life. So yay, Barbara. Yay, Barbara. But Ang, what Ranger 98 is saying, I have been struggling. Okay, notice struggle with home stuff, category home stuff, struggle. Parts from new installation items, tools, screws, etc. Okay, so this, a similar thing happened to my husband and I over the past week as well, because I'm a human and these about, or any other category, is you ask yourself, there's a struggle because part of you says it's been installed